Hi! Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner. And yes, the hair is different. I finally did take down the hair. It was starting to not look together. But we're good now, right? I did not record the process of me taking it down because it was pretty simple and pretty straightforward. And I was like, I feel like almost a week in delay of doing that. I should have been taking it down, but add a whole bunch of different commitments to that. But anyway, that's not why we're here. Also, I guess a friendly reminder before I go into why we're here is I am also going to show, I'm going to have another Get Ready to Go Outside series coming up soon on, taking care of the natural hair along with some other things I do besides makeup when it comes to the face. But we are here today for Get Fit With Me series yoga edition. And today we're going to do a quick practice, roughly almost 20 minutes, not quite 20 minutes. And it's actually by Adriana Elizabeth. So the person who I reviewed earlier. I wanted to check out another one of her videos. And this is going to be called Grounded and Balanced Creative Transitions. And there's going to be no standing poses. So I'm imagining most of this is going to be on the ground. I've actually had a pretty busy week this week. So I do want to do yoga today, but I want to make sure let's ease on into it and then, go on with the day. And anyway, so one more thing I wanted to mention though, before we get to it, is I did want to say a special thank you to everyone who has been viewing my channel, who has subscribed so far, who has liked the videos, who have commented. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have another update. We are at, for the lifetime of how long I've had this channel, we're at almost 2,800 people who's viewed the channel. So it just keeps bumping up. It keeps bumping up, and I'm very over the moon happy about it. I just wanted to say thank you. But I will have a couple more Get Ready With Me series coming up in the pipeline though. But anyway, this is not why we're here. We're here for the yoga of it all. And we're going to get right to it. I'm not in the mood, thought you'd be here soon. So we're going to start today's practice in a child's pose. I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I thought it'd be me and you. Hard to be your friend when you act this way. What message are you trying to send? What's this game you play? Tell me that you love me and you. From the child's pose and doing some brief stretching, we are going to move into all fours. And then with us being in all fours, we're going to start this sequence that we basically try and do for the remaining of the practice. We do the sequence first on each side, and very slowly and very deliberately. And then the second round, we do it more on the normal pace of things. So the sequence we are starting with, we are going to start in a yoga pose or a goddess pose. And so that's going to be the main focus of this practice, is a lot of this goddess, sorry, not yoga pose, yoga squat, goddess squat. So it's going to be heavy on that. So right here, this is where I missed the first cue of what I was supposed to be doing here. I was actually supposed to be doing the wild thing pose, and I was not able to get to that in time, mainly because of Whisper being in the way, but partially because I was super tight doing this practice. So in this lunge side bend type of pose, I think you may have saw in the video, but you have the option of using a yoga block or not. I first was using it and then I opted out of using it. Being in that kind of lunge position, we then, if you notice, we moved where we kind of had our legs stacked on each other, and then from there we transitioned to being kind of on all fours, still in a similar pose. I'm doing a cat-cow variation, if you notice. Here I'm singling that there's two different ways of doing this, but we basically end the next pose that we have going on here is a side plank. Either you could do it like a very modified version, or you could do the full-on version, which I end up doing. From doing that, we then move over to a reverse table position. From that, we basically go to any form of a bow pose you would like to do, and then that is kind of where we end the sequence, and then we are going to repeat the sequence 3 more times. So one time on the opposite side, and then the other 2 times just doing it at a much faster pace, and from there that is going to conclude the practice basically.
If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I guess there was never me in it. I'm not in the mood, thought you'd be here soon. Everything feels wrong, guess I'm just in a bad mood. Feeling broken hearted over something that never was. Never was, never was. Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I thought it'd be me and you. Hard to be your friend when you act this way. What message are you trying to send? What's this game you play? Tell me that you love me and you need me, but leave me out to dry. Oh, why? Oh, why? Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I thought it'd be me and you. Could you still call me at the end of the day when you have nothing else to say? What do you want me to say? Try blending my emotions, I know you're about to be oceans away. Please quit asking me to stay. I'm weak under your grasp and my heart, it won't last. No, my heart won't last. I thought it'd be me and you. I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I guess there was never me in it. Everything feels wrong. I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I guess there was never me in it.
So once we do the sequence 3 more times, we do we go back to the yoga squat or goddess squat. And then from there, we end up in a comfortable seated position. And then that is where we are going to conclude our practice for today.
Feeling broken-hearted over something that never was. Never was, never was. Ooh, I thought it'd be me and you. Ooh, I guess it wasn't true. If I only knew what you put me through, I don't deserve this. I thought it'd be me and you. Hard to be your friend when you act this way. What message are you trying to send?
Hi, so that concludes the practice for today. I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but this video that I did, she just uploaded. So the first video that I did of hers was from about 2 years ago, and this one was a recent one. This was like she just uploaded like 12 hours ago. So I wanted to check it out because it's new, fresh. I wanted to see if there's any differences with her routines and how advanced she is in comparison to where it was before. And as you probably could tell, even though it was a grounding practice, this was not an easy practice, at least for me. Now, so my rating, I'm going to rate this an 8.5. And the reason I'm going to rate it 8.5 is because I actually got more out of it than I thought I would. It was completely different than the grounding practice I did like last week with the different yoga instructors. So it's interesting to see people's different perspectives of a grounding practice. And this one was a lot more vinyasa based. And there weren't any standing poses, but you would think with there being no standing poses, it was going to be easier. But no, it was just as difficult. If anything, it was actually a little bit more difficult. You saw there were quite a few poses I struggled through a little bit. The first initial wow thing I was supposed to do, I wasn't really able to do it. And also, this was one of those practices where you could see what areas you might be tight in. Because there's a lot of areas I am tight in, and I could tell in this practice. Like the reverse tabletop, I haven't done one of those poses in a while. And I actually did my back as far as strength training is concerned yesterday, along with inclined bench press. So as a result, I'm really tight in this whole entire area. So there are quite a few poses that were tied to that. I honestly was not really able to get the full, movement of it. I didn't have the full range of motion of it for it today, which is okay. Again, it's called a practice for a reason. The other thing that was kind of cool and different was the boat pose was in there multiple times. So you got some ab workouts, and you also had side planks in multiple times. And not that you guys knew this, but I actually did my abs today at the gym. So it was like, okay, the abs aren't done today yet. So that's why I'm rating it so high, because I got more of it than I thought I was going to get. I thought this was going to be kind of more of a restorative thing, and it wasn't. And the Malasana pose, the yoga pose, the yoga squat. If you're a runner and if your knees are good, because that's a huge thing, but it helps for recovery. So, and I actually just did speed work yesterday, so that was perfect. Like, basically all the things that I didn't think I was going to be getting, I got out of it, so that was really cool. The other thing is not related to this practice, but I also wanted to tie it in real quick. Forgot to mention, my candle that I'm burning to get today is Sunset Glow, because I'm actually practicing right now in the middle of lunch break. So I actually got to get back to work pretty soon. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up, like this is a lunch break thing. So that's kind of the other reason why the energy, I still have energy. I do. It's just not the energy that normally is when it's the beginning of the morning. Like I have been working today. I went to the gym earlier. And honestly, I've just been busy lately, but in the best way possible. So anyway, back to the review of the video. I did like it. And also the other thing that I will mention is she does at the very end, she posts her Cash App and whatever you need to donate to her. So basically, after I talk to you about this and you decide you want to check her out yourself and do some of her practices, definitely go for it. And she also gives you multiple ways where you can support her too. Because my premise of why I'm doing it is I'm trying to also just get all these people out here, and also so that you have plenty of resources of who you can go to do some yoga. Especially if I'm going to support it even more for obvious reasons. I have a bias, I'll be very honest. But anyway, so and she did the thing that she does, that was cool too. So I'm going to probably try to check out some more of her content, but I don't want to keep checking the same people out. As much as I would love to, I'm trying to get a strong rotation going. So I'm going to try to find a couple other YouTubers that do yoga that also are here, or just anything that just tickles, the fancy for the moment. If we have a practice where it's just like, let's do this today, let's check that out. Or if you guys have any suggestions of what type of yoga you would like to try out, I could try it out, see how I do, and then you guys could try it out. Or we could try it all out as a family. Let me know in the comments, please. Please engage, let me know. Anyway, that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you continue to enjoy my content. And please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you get anything out of it. It's your girl Sharon, aka the Melanin Nostalgic Runner. And I will see you next time. Bye.